And, Luke, I'm telling you, you need to file a complaint with YouTube because he posted on your page saying you need to be killed. He's on his own page saying that our children need to be killed. And, man, I just can't handle it anymore. This America-hating trash just makes me sick. Luke, I mean, he's talking about Dan Wallace. He says, laugh out loud, Dan Wallace. I told him I would never stop talking about 5 years ago. He's in the Truth Rising film. He's on We Are Change website watching they made a mirror of our trailer. And he's saying, well, Dan, you're not talking now, are you? So you were wrong. Laugh out loud, ha, 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 ha. He actually pawned himself here by saying he wouldn't stop doing something when he clearly has. Still, I guess having already been eaten by maggots, going back on a statement he made, and once again showing how truthers are always wrong and never stick to one thing is the least of the worries. Laugh out loud, he, he, he. Then he goes into saying how he wants to pay $100,000 to have bullets put in our heads. This doesn't scare us or anything. It makes us want to fight you harder. It makes us commit harder. It makes the listeners tell more people about Infowars.com or We Are Change. Luke, comments on that before I go to Stuart.
It just shows you how low these people will go to attack you. And it doesn't just go into YouTube. There's actual people who go out to our street action and antagonize us, using our best friend, Dan Wallace, who passed away, as a way to attack us. It's like psychological warfare to hurt us and to bring us down. But I just wanted to say, the more they attack us, the more that they try to hurt us, the more that they threaten us, the more we are resilient, the more we will stand up, the more we will believe in truth and love, because this is what makes it real. When we go through all this makes it so
Yeah, when
real.
you have the cops come up and say, your camera's a gun, we're going to say you have bombs, we know you don't, we're going to frame you, you really know the government's the terrorist then. I mean, you really learn it, folks. I mean, you can talk the talk, folks, but you got to walk the walk.
This makes it true. This makes it real, and people have to understand it's not a game. It's life or death. But we're willing to stand up. We're willing to put ourselves on the line.
Well, Luke, the Bible talks about being persecuted is actually a blessing. I never understood that when I was a child. It's really true. You feel sorry for them, but it also empowers you to help other people that aren't informed and to stand up. It is a blessing when you're being persecuted.
It makes it all, what we have to go through, it makes it so real. You just understand that you have to fight even more, and that's what we're going to do. And people don't understand. The more they attack us, it backfires on them, because now we're going to release more videos, because now we're going to go confront more people. Now we're going to work harder on 9/11/08 this year. We're going to do everything in our power to do what's right, because we have basically a lot of everything against us, but nothing is going to stop us, because we really have truth and love on our side, and there's nothing else we really need but that. And that's what we're going to use as a way to change this country, to change this world.
Absolutely. Let's bring Stuart Howe up. Stuart, sorry we got you up late on the show. We Are Change Los Angeles, big part of making Truth Rising such a success. Again, the film is meant to spread activism, activist journalism, whether it's on the North American Union or Trans-Texas corridors or gun control or borders or whatever you're into. This is a film that is made to be viral, made to energize young people. And, Stuart, as soon, the DVDs are actually being tracked to be delivered tomorrow, but they don't ship out until the Saturday after July 4th. Everybody needs to get their order in now, but I'll get you a copy. Everybody, in fact, anybody who's with We Are Change, anybody who's contributed, we'll forget. We're a small operation. Let us know. Email Aaron at Infowars. We'll make sure you get a copy out. But I just want to thank you, Stuart, for all you've done.
My pleasure, Alex. It's an honor and a joy, to be out there with you guys, to stand shoulder to shoulder with you and Luke. I got to tell you, you said something earlier that struck a chord. This is not a joke, and that was brought home very, very strongly at Bilderberg.
Talk about that some, Stuart.
Well, just to see the presence of these scoundrels and how they went about their deceptive acts. And, Jim Tucker makes the good point that good works are done in the light of day and evil is done under a cloak of darkness. And to see the lengths that these people went to maintain secrecy was astounding. And to be, confronted by armed men with shoot-to-kill orders, as we were out there at night especially, it was really empowering to stand with everybody out there, all the good souls that were out there, and it was amazing. And that, I bring that power back and let that, empower our whole group out here in moving forward, because we've got a lot of work ahead of us, and it's an amazing thing to be part of.
Well, it certainly is, my friend. You haven't had a chance to see Truth Rising, but a lot of the work you guys did is in there. Also, your interview with Martin Sheen that Stuart conducted is in there. I mean, a lot of this stuff you've seen on YouTube here and there, you may have forgotten about more of, than you remember. You'll now see it in its original video quality. A lot of things that haven't been seen are in the film. It also chronicles the first responders, the government documents, how they knew the dust was killing them, and then how they blocked funding. And I saw an article last week with the federal government and the city government saying, oh, you're just hypochondriacs, you're fine. When Mount Sinai and when the universities have done the chest scans, they're dying in mass. All the dogs died years ago. And they just say, hey, shut up, you're not sick, as your teeth fall out and you go in a coffin. There's fire chiefs that are dying who've had heart attacks who are 50 years old. There's police dying, and they just say, shut up and die. Shut up! I mean, that's what they think of you police and military and emergency workers. Can you speak to that, Luke?
I mean, that's what they're doing, and it's sick and disgusting seeing New York's bravest, the fire department, the police department, even construction, sanitation workers, being spit on and disrespected by the government. I mean, it is just incredibly disgusting knowing that heroes, literally heroes who went to rescue people, were lied to and now are being denied the help that they deserve. And we're here in New York City, we're raising money for these people because these people need all the help they could get. They were lied to by the government. They're being denied help by the government right now, and it's our job as the people to help each other out, and that's what we're doing at WeAreChange.org. We just released the first responder video a couple of days ago. People could see it on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/WeAreChange. See the interview we did with a union organizer who basically lost all his teeth because of medication, because of everything he went through, because of Ground Zero.
Well, there's 56,000 of them. Thousands have now died. Thousands certified by hospitals, by universities, by CAT scans. And the government just says, shut up and die, basically. Shut up. Just shut up and let us use your name to launch wars. That's what makes me so sick. Dan Wallace lost his dad, a firefighter, one of the towers. And these feds show up and make fun of him and his dead dad. And, the thing is, they're egomaniacs. They think it hurts us to be dissed. No, it only emboldens us, and I don't even hate these people anymore. I actually see them for the pathetic, sad, heartless, little crone-like demons. You look at, now it's upsetting for humanity. And it's upsetting for our own people when they get confused by it. But overall, it's just, we're two different creatures. There is a mindset, there's a level. And I just am so sad that most of the public is locked off in this materialistic, low-level, petty demon level. Do you see what I'm saying, Stuart?
I do, and I think, conversely, that's how we're going to win, Alex, is because they're overplaying their hand so dramatically. And they're showing themselves to be completely about deception, and it's these overt acts of lying and of disrespecting the people that are there to look out for us, the police and the military, that's going to help create their downfall.
Well, here's an example. The screw loose change people, all deception, all lies, all twisting. And I told Burmis a month ago when I first saw this, he goes, look, one of the main guys on the Screw Loose Change site, he is saying that he's in the Army, he's showing his documents, he's been chipped, and I said, Burmis, that's going to be a hoax, that's going to be a fake. And then a few days later he said, no, it's not, I promise. These guys mean well, they're not agents, he just, he doesn't think 9/11's an inside job, but. And I said, Burns, it's going to be fake. But I said, okay, watch. I'll go on air, and we'll report on it. And then later they're going to say they hoaxed us, showing what idiots we are. And he said, no, it's not. But finally, Burmis now finally respects me. I've been right about 10 things. He's been wrong about every one of them. And then later they call in and laugh at me and say, you got hoaxed. And I just went on air and said, my cousin got a chip. The military's getting chips. It's in these news articles. And these guys at Screw Loose Change, he says he got one. He showed documents. Now they come out and say, we're liars. The military's not getting chips. They hoaxed us. That only shows they're premeditated deceivers, forgers, and liars. it doesn't discredit us. Luke, Stewart?
It proves us right, and these little disrespectful pieces of trash, that's what they are, and I pity them. I feel sorry for all of them because, they're empty inside. They're nothing. They're worthless, and if you want to feel like you're doing something right, you're going to have to make a point. You're going to have to make a stand behind truth or lies, and it's going to come a point in time where there's so many not 11 truthers out there that there's going to be a lot of people who are going to have to make a standpoint where they stand. Do you stand with the truth?
Exactly.
Do you stand with the lies? Where do you stand?
It's real simple. A criminal element staged the attacks. If we don't expose them, they're going to stage more. I don't like having to risk my life and stand up here and do this. Luke doesn't like it, but we're committed, and it's a good feeling once you're committed on the side of righteousness. Stuart Howe, any websites you want to plug?
Yeah, we've got a new website. It's wacla.org.